Hi. I'd like to show you my radio real quick before I destroy it. So this is doomed to disassembly by me, but before I did that I just wanted to show off some of the modifications I made. This was in my workshop, and all I needed was this little tape player on the side, which turns out to be just one of those card tape players that it just goes when you push the tape in. And there used to be a turntable here with the lid. I'm sure you've seen these things. They're like an all-in-one, sort of invoking the old-timey vibe of old stereos. Actually, it's kind of neat to tune the radio. Right?
Dr. Tony Evans says where you wind up in your search for a...
Right. So, what I did was I wanted to be able to see where the tape was in the midst of the recording, and you can't really do that with the lid and a turntable. So what I did was, let's see if I turn it to tape, feed it in, and there, you see? I put a little light in there so you can see. Now I know where it is. So I was pretty proud of that. That's my music playing, by the way. And you can see the LED in there. Additionally, so I have a little jazz playing here, and I stuck in a Wi-Fi thing so that...
Enter to Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected.
There we go. And then... Nice, huh? But as you can hear, there's awful interference. So this is going bye-bye, but I just wanted to open it up. Have you ever wondered what's inside one of these things? Absolutely nothing! So this is what I bought on Amazon. It's just a little chip, and it's the circuit board that contains all you need on that one little chip right there. And these are just conditioning circuits. This is actually independent. I've wired this directly into the power and speakers or preamps, but you don't have to do that. You can just plug right into it, and then this is the power as a USB-C. And I guess this must be the antenna. I can't figure out what else it would be.
Purchase at your own risk.
So, yeah, I just kind of stuck that in there. And there's lots of space in here. Interesting, huh? So, yeah, it's all coming apart. I'm going to keep these speakers and maybe... take some of these capacitors off, and I might do something with this little motor. I love tape player motors. So yeah, that's just been a short little video of the X Crossley. Wait, before you stop watching, there's something I wanted to add to this video. It's a little epilogue. I couldn't stop thinking about that stupid interference because it didn't happen in my workshop. It only happened when I put it up next to my TV and stereo system, my real stereo system. And so I put that video aside for a while because I just didn't like leaving it there. And something happened in this room a few minutes ago that opened up my imagination to what's going on in the air around us. Well, these Wi-Fi, Bluetooth signals that are perhaps penetrating us, or at least whizzing around us. I'm going to show you the clip of what happened. It was in the video that I published last week. I was getting ready to film, and I got a text on my phone. I answered it, and I picked something up on my speakers through the circuitry of the device I was playing, and I didn't understand what it was. I didn't understand. But now I'm realizing that it's the circuitry that I designed was picking up, amplifying the signals that the text app was using to communicate with the cell tower. So I'll play that little snippet for you, and then we'll continue on and investigate this a little bit more. I don't know how much deeper I want to get into this in this video, but it's certainly opening up a new direction for investigation. So here's the video. I don't know what that was. It wasn't part of that. That was a ghost in the machine, folks. Isn't that awesome? What an odd thing to happen in the middle of a recording. So what I did was I went on a search on the internet for a DIY radio frequency detector circuit that I could make myself. So what you see here in front of you is a coil of wire connected to basically an LED and a little chip, a little integrated circuit with some diodes. And this will detect any, it's really sensitive circuit. It'll detect any radio frequency near it, near that coil. So I've got my phone out and I'm typing a little message to myself, and you will see that as soon as I get the phone near it, the little LED will light up. And that's what I was hoping would happen. But that's not really spectacular. So what I want to do is I want to be able to connect something to it to make sound like I did before. You know, like I want to have something that will express what's happening in the air, not just visually, but audibly. So I just happen to have a little box called a beeper. And what it does is that it receives electrical impulses and expresses them in sound. So I just designed a circuit to include that. So the next video you see is me connecting up my beeper to this circuit. And that was fun. So the next thing I want to show you is my Fitbit. That's the little device that you put on your wrist that measures your heart rate and body temperature and sends it to your phone through the airwaves. And I found it amusing that it sounded like it sort of protested when I disconnected it from my body. Listen. And there's one last thing I wanted to experiment with, just to see what would happen when I downloaded some music through my Amazon Music app. And I'm going to cut it short before I attract the attention of the people who own this music. Well, I decided to bring this outside to show in all of its wooden glory. Made this little box for it, And there's the LED, and there's a little port there that I can plug my beeper into, and battery. And I'm just going to go inside and test this out, find out what it'll detect. I have it set up on my desk, that same little module that I had plugged into my stereo. It's right here. Recognize this? That's the thing that was inside the little junky stereo that I modified. So as you can see, it's detecting it quite strongly. And I have it attached to this little speaker. That's also putting out RF, because this speaker is also Bluetooth. Actually, I could have connected it Bluetooth instead of a wire, but I'm gonna play a little song on it and see what happens. Yep, that's me. Detecting it. Let's see what else this is gonna pick up. Look at that. Look at that. I actually already knew this. Turns out every light switch has an electromagnetic field around it. And that's one of the reasons why I bought my EMF detector, which I might bring out in a few seconds, because I was concerned about that. Look at that, look at that. That's really strong around my thermostat, but only around certain areas. Oh, because there's a light. It's detecting the light switch, not the, but it's definitely detecting something there. Interesting, huh? I was also thinking about my Roku. Isn't this pretty? Just entirely enraptured with this. Yeah. So there's a field around, it's probably around the TV too. It's around this whole darn area. Stereo and everything. So, yeah, that's the story of the electromagnetic fields. Well, let me see what happens, just in contrast to see what happens when I turn on my EMF detector. Just a minute. Okay, here's my Trifield meter. It measures three things, obviously: magnetic, electric, and radio. And I think what we're interested in is the magnetic. So that's the top scale here. And just for comparison, that's my light. That's my light switch. Very heavy. And how about my phone? Very slight. And then here's the little module. Let's get it closer and closer and closer. That's right up snoot to jowl, and it's just barely measuring 2 milligauss. Is that right? Milligauss? Yeah. So that's just how sensitive this little fella is. It just picks up just about anything. Let's see how close I have to get to this. Yeah, that is creating a larger magnetic field. Yeah. What's going on here now? It's jumped up. I wonder why it jumped up like that. That's mysterious. Well, that's a mystery I'll have to explore in a different video, because I think that I've plumbed the depths of this RF sniffer mystery. Except for this. Look, it's gone down again. It's going down, 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 down. Very interesting. Who knows? Maybe I picked up a ghost. I don't know. Thank you for watching.